Chapter 4. In a Pocket Full of Shells. Brian Lupo pops the trunk. The confidence and the cocky jib of his chin take a crate out of a tan 93 Ford Probe GT, placing it on the gravel near their feet. Goldie says, "I wouldn't even drive this piece of shit if I gots it in a Cracker Jack box." Brian stands tall by his treasure, wearing a worn-out white tee, faded blue jeans, and street work boots. It's a quickie lifted from the impound. "Brian Palu, who the hell are you?" Goldie uses the catchphrase Brian exhausts to nausea everyone he meets or steps up to, the last name of his original partner who has since passed, heisting it as a joke for his own. Goldie Sandifer with the dyed blonde hair that he kept real short, a design pattern cut into his left side. He wore camouflage pants and a Michigan Hoops jersey with the number 4 on the back, displaying his tattoos and rock physique for this fine early dawn that held a BMW emblem around his neck, the first car stolen that started an empire. A new persona that would never ever take a back seat to no one. Goldie is the street name given to him by the delicate metal lining his top row, even when the teachers and kids called him an Oreo. He indeed has a heart of gold, his mother's voice in his ear. Abiding by the old-school rules from the elders who raised him right to rule, no children or animals are to be hurt on his watch. Even when women grew filthier or the old sawbucks tried to cut him down, there was always a kind word before his knuckles flew. It's just if you did him dirty, then you'd be the one sucking mud. This half-black Dutch-Irish crime king in this neck of the woods cracks the crate open. A kid with his new toy had to admire the hardware, digging deeper into the array of firearms in the cargo. He grips a brand spanking new Glock 9 untouched by fingers off the boat and into his hand, making his gold teeth glow, his helmet in the other to his Ducati 916 SPA 3. Special delivery from Bologna before the company was sold to an American investment firm by the end of the year. Goldie flaunts, passing his helmet to Brian. This is looking righteous, holding one in each hand, squinting his left eye to test the sightline. "Klein as a whistle, you see." Brian snatched the shipment from a desperate family who flagged for help with a stubborn flat tire. It was a leased Nissan Quest van. They're getting bold out there. A family, wife, hubby, and 2 cute kids' pen plates all wholesale. Brian didn't mention the money he pocketed and used on a nurse he's been seeing, but he did note that he spotted something that needed to be corrected. And voila, on the way back to his cruiser, the trunk had a crack not sitting flush. He ordered them to open it, and it laid there tucked behind a children's blanket. They were actually trying to make a run down south, and I made them hand it over and off straight to you. Goldie hoots. They must have thought I wouldn't be too nosy, just a family crying for a hand with the little ones in tow, but I knew something was up. He mentions that most of the buses going back and forth on the highway seem to be the next frontier, and he planned on pulling each over and getting his nose in there like McGruff the crime dog. Brian bringing me the lovely I-95 specials, Goldie cracks, bang, bang, leaning on his shoulder, flashing his big shiny grill. An air rifle's scope clicks into action. It wanders from the top floor ledge, the various targets in sight. What a great time in your early youth hanging out against the gate across the street by the schoolyard in the middle of Brighton Beach. The exuberance of no school for the summer months with no cares in the world, playing summer games, sipping a blue quarter water or a stolen tallboy, sharing a bag of onion chips and horsing around. One is an older lady taking her Pomeranian for a pee on someone's petunias. Another is a couple taking out their groceries and heads hand in hand to their single-family home, and their cute little ones chuckling and playing tag. A familiar voice spits, "I hate kids." A second voice, "You know what your mission is, Captain." Together they recite the creed, "Kill 'em all and let God sort 'em out." The sniper says, "A countdown please, Private." His second-in-command counts off, "You are clear to take out the enemy in T-4, 3, 2, fire, Captain." Pop, the first shot nails the short one falling back into the gate. The sheer force drops the body to the concrete wild bunch style. The kid checks his hand to see the green paint. More shots whiz past them and chaos breaks out. They scream, chasing away, checking their backs, spotting. Ian with the rifle in hand and Spaceman in tow celebrate the mission's success as the commotion unfolds down below. Yahoo death from above motherfuckers, Yahoo. Lower the radio, please. Goldie goes back to his story. It had to be at least 4:44 that Sunday morning, now play that number.